Hi, it's Antonia here, and today we're talking about how you can manifest and create your dream life the feminine way. So I was inspired to make this video when I was making the Create a New You video, and I said that you should take action from a feminine energy approach. So this is what it's all about. Now, the reason this is so important if you are a woman or if you are a person with a more dominant feminine essence is because taking action in a way that is misaligned to that, so for example, taking action with a more masculine energy approach, eventually it's going to feel quite depleting. It's going to be draining you, taking your energy, and it's not going to feel good while you're on your journey. So instead, we're going to use the qualities of the feminine energy to really empower you to manifest and to take action and to create the life of your dreams using that feminine energy approach. Feminine energy is a creative energy. It is fluid, it is flowing, and it is intuitive, it is nurturing, compassionate, and it represents embodiment. So it represents physical manifestations, things that we can see and feel and touch. This is a representation of the feminine energy. So the first thing to really dive into then is embodiment. As you are manifesting, as you are creating the life of your dreams, it is so important for you to be embodied, for you to be grounded and present in your body. So what I mean by that is so often people are so hyper focused on having a vision, on doing meditations and trying to escape their current reality to create a new reality. And when you do that, you become disconnected from the present moment. You become disconnected from really being embodied here in your body and in the present moment. And why this is so important is because your manifestations, creating a new life, is not about escaping the present moment. It's not about trying to jump forward into a new future and becoming delusional about your life, always focused on the future. It's good to be, somewhat defined and inspired and driven by a future vision, but you don't want to get lost in that future vision and on that journey of reaching those goals, feel not good, feel unfulfilled and feel like something's missing and feel miserable in that meantime. So to counteract that, what's going to feel really good is actually allowing yourself to embody the experience that you want to create and feel in your life. So we don't wait for something on the outside to make you feel grateful, to make you feel happy and joyful, and to make you feel successful and whole. Instead, you allow yourself to feel that today. You allow yourself to embody those feelings today. And why that's so important is because, of course, the law of attraction says that you need to be in the vibration of the thing that it is that you want to attract. And the way to come into that vibration is through how you are embodying your manifestation. It is the energy, the emotion of the thing that you want to create and allowing yourself to feel it here today. Now, we can also create this sense of groundedness by having certain systems, structures, routines in our life that keeps you somewhat consistent as you are taking this action towards your vision, towards your goals. Now, when you have this right structure set up, like that in itself is a masculine energy. Masculine energy, it's all about stability, security, moving forward towards your goals. It's goal orientated. And so this helps you to actually, have that balance of moving towards your goals, and the stability and the structure is there to allow you then to flow and be fluid on a daily basis as you create and move towards your goals. So this masculine approach, this masculine structure gives you a container to be somewhat safe and stable as you're flowing in your feminine energy. So we can use both of these energies for us to manifest and create the life of our dreams. So it's so important to keep that grounded nature, to not be escaping, to feel happy, to feel whole and complete now. It's going to be so life-changing when you can flip that and really allow yourself to feel good along the journey. So some things that you can do to start getting grounded today can be going out in nature, literally connecting with Mother Earth. It's such a feminine energy that can help you come back into the present, come back into your body and connect with what is here and what is real now. You can also be disconnected from technology for a while, take a digital detox, move your body, get into your body to connect. And that will help you to start feeling a bit more grounded, a little bit more connected to your feminine energy. The next thing that is important to mention is being able to be open and receptive. So feminine energy in its essence is quite a receptive energy. I mean, when you think about a woman's body and how it's built, we were built to receive. So it's important to be open. It's important to be able to allow in the experiences that you want to have. I see a lot of people making a mistake that they are focused on wanting something, they are wishing and hoping and wanting it. And when that thing arrives, they sabotage themselves. They run away because they're afraid. And so they're not willing to surrender and be able to let in this experience to them. Allow yourself to surrender. Allow yourself to be open to the unknown, to the new experiences. I see a lot of women in their masculine energy trying to control things. And if they are feeling afraid and not ready to take that next step, then they put on the brakes. They are not going anywhere forward and they end up sabotaging then the success, the things that are actually more meaningful and fulfilling to them. So it's a really good practice to start to do, to start allowing yourself to be open to receive, start saying yes to things that feel really good, stop feeling guilty for having amazing opportunities and experiences in your life. Allow yourself to receive it with gratitude. Because if you really want to stop having the same old patterns, and if you want to break the cycles of attracting the same people and the same kinds of experiences, then you have to be able to let in something new. You have to be able to say yes to the unknown. And part of this requires you to let go of the past and of the things that weren't working for you. So you have to be willing to let go of the things that are misaligned in order to start saying yes to the things that feel really, really good. Now, there is finite energy in the universe and in your life, so you have to make space for the things that you really do want to say yes to. You can't be holding on to the past while trying to create a new future. You have to be willing and ready to start surrendering into the unknown and start saying yes to what's in the unknown, because that is also where your creative energy is. Creativity is this new expression. So allow yourself space for that new expression of your life to unfold. So coming back to this idea about being open and ready to receive, it's also important that you start allowing the people and the opportunities that are right for you to be there on your journey. So often I see people trying to control and trying to do things by themselves. They end up pushing away the very people and the very opportunities and experiences that are going to help them. The truth is, you're not here to create your life by yourself. You're actually co-creating with the universe. And it's actually a feminine energy quality to be collaborative, to be creating in collaboration. So stop trying to do it like you against the world. It is not you against the world. It is you with the world. So stop thinking about me and start thinking about we. And this is so beautiful because it's a new paradigm of action. It's conscious action. And if you are taking big action in your life, becoming a leader, becoming responsible, becoming a change maker, then we get to do things in a way that is actually aligned to this new paradigm of conscious leadership. And that is something so amazing and should be celebrated. Now, let's take a closer look at emotions, because emotions in its essence are also feminine in nature, feminine energy in nature, because feminine energy is a manifestation of things, and your emotions are feelings in your physical body. They are feelings and sensations in your physical body. So they are the quality of feminine energy. Now, it's important for you to be connected to your emotions. Remember how I said you need to start feeling grateful and whole and joyful today? To do that, you need to be connected to your emotions. You need to turn them up, stop pushing being emotional away. So often in our society, being emotional is considered to be something weak and vulnerable. Actually, as a woman or somebody who has feminine energy, being emotional is one of your biggest strengths. So use it to your advantage to create and to manifest the life of your dreams. When you are embodying the emotion that you want to feel, when you've achieved the things that you want to achieve, you're like sending out this electromagnetic signature to your environment, to the people around you, and you're literally magnetizing the experience that you want to you, because it's all energy. So start using your energy, your emotional energy. That's what emotions are, they're energy in motion. Start using it to your advantage to really allow your body and your mind and your emotions and your energy to draw you to that experience that you want to have in your life. And of course, this means being committed to your emotional healing, rooting out your emotional wounds or pains that have been suppressed or numbed out or distracted, and really allowing yourself to clear up your emotional and energetic field. It is so worth it because you get to feel lighter, you get to feel freer and more joyful and grateful by default. When you're actually doing that emotional healing, it doesn't take effort to feel good. You naturally feel good because you've worked on your emotional health and your emotional fitness, and you have this muscle memory to feel happy and to feel grateful and to feel whole. So this really allows you to supercharge your manifestations and things that you are creating in your life. And the bonus is you get to feel good every single step of the way. So being open to the flow, allow yourself to flow in your life and in your day. Go with the flow of life. In those moments of the unknown, in those moments of flow, that is where the magic happens. That is where the miracles are, the synchronicities are, the mind-blowing moments are in the unknown. So when you're always trying to control things, when you're not allowing yourself to surrender into a flow, there's no room for excitement. There's no room for surprises. There's no room for magic. So make space for that in your life by being more comfortable with flowing into the unknown. It requires you, yes, to be brave, to be courageous. And that's the beautiful thing. Being in your feminine energy doesn't make you weak. It actually makes you extremely empowered and courageous because it requires you to be vulnerable. It requires you to be in that creative energy where there is unknown. But that is so exciting. It's so alive and it makes you feel so full. And that is also then what brings you closer into being in your feminine essence as a radiant feminine woman. So allow yourself to let go of control. Allow yourself to drop the plan and the schedule and just allow yourself to start seeing and experiencing the mystical moments of life. It's full of surprises. Now, let's talk more about the creative energy, because the creative energy I've mentioned before, it is your feminine energy, and it is located in the sacral energy center, close to the womb space and the sexual organs. Of course, it's connected to reproduction. So it is so sacred that we have this energy center here in our body. As women, we have the gift to create life. And that creative energy, obviously, it's within us, whether we are masculine or feminine, male or female. We have a level of creative energy inside of us, but the woman has a gift of creative energy, creating life in her body. So we can use and harness these gifts in our feminine energy to be more creative. Your womb space is a portal for creating life. It is so sacred. So start connecting to that part of you. Start developing a better relationship with your body, with your womb space, with your sexuality and sensuality. It's going to help you to really come into that creative energy. And if you are somebody who has some trauma related to menstruation or to fertility or to some kind of sexual trauma, it is so important to be doing that healing work to really awaken your creative energy again. When that part of our body or that part of our energy center is wounded or out of balance, then it means your creative energy is somewhat depleted. So if you want to live a full and meaningful and purposeful life, and if you want to be creative, and if you want to make impact, and if you want to feel radiant and expressive and sensual in your life, really open to receiving pleasure, it is so important that we are doing that work to heal that part of your body and that part of your energy center, that part of your energy body. So now let's talk more about taking action, because the way that women and men could be taking action is actually very, very different based on our feminine and masculine energy approaches. So like I mentioned before, masculine energy, it is goal orientated, it is focused on pushing forward, whereas feminine energy, it is more fluid, it is flowing, and it is also more cyclical. So the way that this plays out is that in men, people with male physiology have a circadian rhythm, a 24-hour cycle. And that is the same every day, which means men's hormones, the way that men feel, their energy, their mood, is pretty much consistent on a day-to-day basis. Now, women, we tend to be a little bit more complex creatures. We actually have the circadian rhythm, but in addition to that, we have an infradian rhythm, a 28-day cycle, which corresponds to our menstrual cycle. So if you are past menstruation, if you've gone through menopause, now you may not have this infradian rhythm hormonally, but energetically it could still be there. So it's very interesting to start to realize and come into a closer relationship with your cyclical rhythms throughout the month, because you will realize that sometimes during the month you're going to feel so productive, you're going to feel so energized and ready to conquer the world. Other times of the month, you're not feeling it. You just want to go inwards. You just want to switch off, relax, rest. You can probably guess which time of the month I'm talking about for that one. Yes. During ovulation is when we are feeling ready to go out into the world and to connect and to socialize and to move the needle forward on our projects. Whereas in menstruation, it's a time where we naturally and behaviorally want to go inward. We want to rest and relax as our body is going through those changes. So as somebody who is a woman who has more feminine energy, it is so important to listen to your body's rhythms and to your body's cycles and take action in alignment to that. Because otherwise you're going to be pushing yourself, like a masculine energy approach, pushing yourself to get shit done when your body, when your feminine energy is actually craving something different. She is craving you to listen to her body and to nurture her body and cycles in a way that feels good. So start to give yourself permission to take action in a way that feels more aligned to you. Allow yourself to speed up at certain times of the month. Allow yourself to slow down when your body really wants to slow down. Be kind and nurturing to your body. Be so loving. That is feminine energy, being compassionate and nurturing and even mothering yourself, being so kind and loving. So trying to push through when we're not feeling it, it never feels good. And on the flip side of what I've just shared, of course, it's also important not to be too passive. Now, a lot of mistake that some people make is also just waiting for something to happen, for something to change. They're not willing to take ownership, to change something in their lives, to push, to move forward in their goals. So waiting, being passive, is obviously not being in your creative energy. So it does not work. There's a big misconception out there when people say, oh, to manifest the feminine way, we need to wait to receive. It doesn't work like that. You need to create. And of course, because you have this balance of masculine and feminine energy inside of you, the masculine energy also requires you to be taking action. So you have to take ownership in order to make a change in your life. So let's talk more about compassion. Take action with love. Take action with love and with an open heart. This is taking action the feminine way. When we get stuck in our heads and we are stressed, fearful, doubting, and afraid, then we are not in the present moment and we are disconnected from the truth. So coming back to the present moment, remembering that the fear is an illusion. Come back to your truth. Come back to love. When you are taking action from a place of love, it's not going to steer you wrong. I found in my own life that choosing love, when you choose love, it's going to take you where it is that you belong. This is what Louise Hay says. This is what the Course of Miracles says. They say, choose love over fear. The energy of love is so much more powerful than fear. So allow the love to be what is allowing you to create and manifest in your life. You're going to go so much further, so much quicker when you can align your energy and your state of being to love. And it requires you to do healing, to open your heart and to come back to that real and authentic essence of love. Now, when you're operating from a place of real and authentic love, naturally you're going to feel more trusting. And it is so important that when we are taking action the feminine way, that we are trusting, that you are trusting that you are going in the right direction, and practice patience. A lot of people make the mistake, kicking up a fuss and feeling disappointed that what they have hasn't arrived yet. Feminine energy requires you to slow down, be patient, and trust. The universe has its own timelines and they might not match your egos. So it's okay. Allow yourself to be in your own timeline. Allow yourself to be patient and to trust. And of course, this comes with the balance of taking that action, taking responsibility and ownership while being patient, trusting, and loving. And while we're in that state of love and trust, let's bring in more fun and more pleasure. We spend way too much time in our heads, stressed out and worrying, and it creates so much suffering. So instead, calm down, come back to the present and choose to have fun, choose to play today. And be grateful. Feeling grateful is to feel whole. It feels like nothing is missing. It is the state of receivership, feeling like your manifestation, your creation is complete. And feminine energy in its essence is also to feel full. So when you can bring yourself to that gratitude, you are fully allowing yourself to align as well to that feminine energy. On the contrast, the masculine energy, it represents empty space. It is pure consciousness and emptiness. So when you feel like something is missing, when you're always chasing, thinking like, I don't have enough, I'm not good enough, stuck in scarcity, then you are constantly bringing yourself into a state of fear, survival mode, but also more into that masculine energy of, I need to survive, I need to provide, okay? And it may not feel good to you when you are actually somebody who deserves to be in the feminine energy. It is your birthright to be in your feminine and to take action from the feminine energy approach. So allow yourself to feel worthy and grateful and so much love today. Allow yourself to play today because you are so worthy of it. It's going to be so nourishing for your feminine energy, and it's going to help you to bring you into that elevated state to keep creating and manifesting the life of your dreams. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share with me down below what you're going to be doing today to help bring you into that more feminine approach. And please give this video a thumbs up. please click subscribe to support my channel and so I can keep on creating beautiful videos like this. I will see you in the next video. Have a beautiful day.